Welcome to Connecting to Spirit with Stacey, a weekly journey into the spiritual world with Evidential Medium Stacey Niedentohl. With nearly 10 years of experience offering transformative private, group, and platform readings, Stacey is also a passionate mentor, guiding students for over 5 years to unlock their intuitive gifts. She is the author of 2 impactful books, My Head Knows, But My Heart Still Hurts, a 30-day grief recovery journal, and My Crystal Addiction Diary, an exploration of crystal and stone energy for healing. So please welcome the host of Connecting to Spirit, Stacey Niedentohl.
Hello and welcome to Connecting to Spirit. I'm Evidential Medium Stacey Niedentohl. If this is the first time you've been on, welcome. And if you are back, welcome back. We are returning each and every week to talk about archangels, and we've done kind of a series about spirit animals and guides and angels, and we've really unpacked the archangels. And tonight we're going to talk about Archangel Raziel. Next week, I think I'm going to take a break from the archangels and we're going to talk some spirit woo-woo stuff. So this is all part of an ongoing series. If you have missed any of those, you can watch us on any streaming platforms, whether it's Spotify or Amazon Music or Bold Brave Media. And when you do that YouTube channel, you can like, share, and subscribe so you're sure not to miss the next episodes that are coming up. So we're on every Tuesday night here on Bold Brave Media, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And when we start to talk about this tonight, I want you to first just take a deep breath and relax with me and give yourself permission to open up to the angelic realm, to the possibilities. I want you to invite them in, the guides, the helpers, that energetic consciousness. And I want you to ask them to give you guidance and wisdom for your earthly adventures and your opportunities that are around you. So, now that you've done that, you've taken this deep breath, we've connected soul to soul, energy to energy. I want to introduce to you Archangel Raziel. It's R-A-Z-I-E-L. Most people say Raziel, some people say Raziel. I feel like whatever you're most comfortable with, that's the right way to say it. So Archangel Raziel is known as the angel of mysteries. He holds the secrets of the spiritual realm. He is the keeper of heaven's secrets and mysteries, the angel of wisdom. Like Archangel Michael, Archangel Raziel works closely to guide God's throne to the divine, because Michael is protecting and Raziel is gaining the knowledge to further help us. Know that Raziel can help you to unlock your creativity, help you enhance your spiritual path and abilities. And when I looked closer at this archangel, I didn't realize just how important this archangel could be, because there's this understanding that we don't understand. There's complex situations that arise on our earthly day and in our spiritual consciousness, whether you are walking through enlightenment or you're just living your own human experience. I literally thought when I was opening up to spirit, when I was connecting to my higher self, to the angelic realm, I literally felt like I was schizophrenic, because I was hearing, seeing, feeling things, and I was just knowing things that I had never experienced before. So had I known at that time that there was an archangel that could basically give me this little roadmap of understanding to help guide me on my path, I sure as heck would have used a meditation to bring Raziel in. So when you want this deeper connection, this deeper guidance in your path that you're on, if you want to search for esoteric information, the unknown, the inner workings of self, of your own energy, and have a deeper connection with the divine. When you want to strengthen your psychic and spiritual abilities, Raziel is the one to connect with. Not really your main telephone line to the divine, but can shed some light on some of the things that you don't quite understand to help you have a better understanding and more clarity. When you think about holding the secrets of the heavens, of the spiritual realm, he's truly one of the angels of wisdom, the wisdom of the unknown. Like, we've got this little treasure box of spiritual abilities, but we don't have the key, or we can't read the map to find the treasure box. Archangel Raziel holds that key, holds that treasure map. When they talk about how he looks, that he's said to come in this glowing yellow aura with these golden wings, and with the wings being golden, they go into shades of blue and they glisten, similar to like the sparkling that you would think of the rainbow. He holds the scrolls, the sacred scrolls of wisdom, which makes sense. When you get a diploma, you receive a scroll. You're being granted knowledge of the things that you have learned. So Raziel holds these scrolls of the things that you are to learn to have a better clarity. There's always a patron saint of something, or a patron archangel of something. And Raziel is the patron angel of the lawmakers, which again makes sense. He has the secrets to the unknown. He helps detectives. He helps police find people. He has this way of opening things up so it just kind of clicks into place. If you're looking at the spiritual aspect, and we talk a lot about, or I've talked a lot about your chakras and opening up your third eye, Raziel helps to balance that third eye chakra. In numerology, Raziel is depicted or is associated with numbers 11, 22, and 33. Now, when I always look into numerologies and synchronicities, they always appear in threes. But when you take it down into numerology, it goes into one or two numbers. Maybe we'll talk about numerology at another time. I'll get a guest host on that knows a lot more about it than I do. But the number 11 in the numerology world is considered to be a master number. This is the number that helps you to reflect your vision of your higher wisdom. So if you are doing some soul searching, if you are doing some shadow work, if you are healing through traumas, and you constantly see the number 11, Raziel is letting you know that I'm right there with you, helping you on this path. The number 22 is considered a master builder. So we've got the master number. Now we have the master builder. So we've got to create something. So 22 is like I said, is the master builder, which holds the energy of our potential. Think about that. We all have so much potential and so many things to do in this short time that we're on this earth. So if we start to spark all these ideas and we're creative with different things, and different opportunities start coming into our path, and we start seeing the number 22, that's that sign that Raziel is saying, I'm helping you to give you the energy for your potential. And then 33 is the master teacher. So this helps you to reflect in spiritual teachings and enlightenment. So connecting energetically to your mind, your body, and your spirit in meditation, to the spiritual realm, to your loved ones on the other side, to God, the divine, and you start to see these numbers, they should start to mean something to you. And like we've discussed before, I like to go by what your experience is. So maybe you see a certain number and it feels like it means something. Trust that. That's your intuitiveness saying, this is the number that I'm going to see when this happens. It's all in spiritual teachings and spiritual enlightenment, and how you learn it is your own unique way. So, as well as learning things that you don't quite understand, like dreams. Raziel can help you to understand dreams. Again, this is the unknown. Give you knowledge of Akashic records, the unknown, past lives, all the mysteries of the world, past, present, and future. Archangel Raziel can hold your hand, connect with your third eye, and help you to visualize and gain the knowledge that is available for you. I don't always know that we need to know these things, but it's helpful if we have more knowledge about things. Don't you agree? So not only does Raziel help on the spiritual end, but Raziel also helps on the earthly, the physical aspect. Some say that when you deal with mental health issues, you have autoimmune disease, high blood pressure, tumors of some sort, and even migraines, Raziel's healing energy can help heal, even eliminate these symptoms. So when you are dealing with any of these symptoms, and let's say you go to an energy healer or a Reiki healer, they may use not only Archangel Raphael, the healer, but they may also call in Archangel Raziel if you have any of these symptoms. And how wonderful would it be if you deal with constant migraines to be able to go for an energy session and all of a sudden those symptoms start to fade, maybe even eliminate. Remember I said I want you to open your mind and open to the thought process of why not? The angelic realm has been placed here way before us to aid us, to heal us, to protect us. And it is one of those call a friend cards that we don't use enough. So if you started to incorporate calling on archangels and then noticing the difference, it might prove very interesting to you. And when we get back, this seems like it's a good place for a break. When we get back, we're going to look at some of the healing crystals and stones that you can use as well. So like, share, and subscribe to the episode. And don't go anywhere. I'll be right here when you get back.
Are you struggling to care for elderly parents or a spouse? Do you wonder if being a caregiver is making you sick? Are you worried about taking time off work to care for elderly parents and balance work, life, and caregiving? Has caregiving become exhausting and emotionally draining? Are you an aging adult who wants to remain independent, but you're not sure how? I'm Pamela D. Wilson. Join me for the Caring Generation radio show for caregivers and aging adults, Wednesday evenings, 6 Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, and 9 Eastern, where I answer these questions and share tips for managing stress, family relationships, health, well-being, and more. Podcasts and transcripts of The Caring Generation are on my website, PamelaDWilson.com, plus my caregiving library, online caregiver support programs, and programs for corporations interested in supporting working caregivers. Help, hope, and support for caregivers is here on The Caring Generation and PamelaDWilson.com.
Dr. RC will share extraordinary resources and services that promote educational success, as well as making a difference in the lives of all social workers, as well as the lives of children, adolescents, and teens of today. She will have open discussions addressing many of the issues that we face about our youth and how being employed in the uniquely skilled profession of social work for over 18 years has taught invaluable lessons through her personal experiences. She will also provide real-life facts, examples, and personal stories that will confirm that why serving as a child advocate is extremely beneficial when addressing the needs of the whole child. Listen live to Dare to Soar, Saturdays 10 a.m. Eastern on the BBM Global Network, and tune in radio as Dr. RC will provide thought-provoking information that will empower, encourage, and strengthen students, families, and communities across our nation. You can also visit her at soarwithkatie.com.
Hi, welcome back to Connecting to Spirit. I'm Evidential Medium Stacey Niedentohl, and we're on Bold Brave Media. Before the break, we were talking about Archangel Raziel. If someone has shared this episode for you, I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome back. So we're going to talk about Archangel Raziel, and we're going to talk about stone energy. Now, you can use crystals and stones and the energy that emanates from them during meditation, or you can wear them. You could have them set around you in a grid. You could do a medicine wheel with them. When you use different stones, they all have different energies and different meanings. When I looked up what stones would be good to use to call in Archangel Raziel, one of the first stones that popped up was malachite. And then it talks about clear quartz, Herkimer diamond, angel aura, peacock ore. But I want to talk about the stones. And if you ever have any questions about crystal energies or stones, go to your local crystal store, or come here to Hip Gypsy Emporium in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, and we'll help you out. So you can hold them, you can meditate with them, you can wear them, you can display them on your desk. But I want to unpack and talk about some of the stones and some of the energies that these particular stones hold. So malachite is this beautiful deep green stone, and it's known as the stone of transformation, and it amplifies both the negative and the positive energies that are around you. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would I want to amplify the negative energies that are around me? Well, let me tell you, you want those to bubble up so that you can acknowledge them, and so that you can walk through them, so that you can place positive energy into them. It's like finding the blessings in the chaos. I have to see it first. I have to acknowledge it within myself first before I can heal it. Malachite promotes emotional healing. So it was talking about Archangel Raziel being one of the archangels that help with mental health issues or emotional distress and things like this. So it can, I'm sorry, I'm tongue-tied today. Malachite can also help to relieve headaches. Well, Archangel Raziel can even help to relieve headaches. So when you place malachite on your third eye, it helps you to facilitate visions, helps you to receive insight from the subconscious mind. So your third eye, that's your vision, your inner vision, your intuition that you see with your eyes closed. And there's a quote that says something along the lines of, I have a better understanding of what I can see when my eyes are closed than when my eyes are opened. That's your third eye opening and allowing your intuition to come through. Raziel can help open up that third eye. We spoke last week, and just about every week that we've talked about the angels and archangels, about clear quartz. And clear quartz is the master healer. It amplifies spiritual insight. It's an amplifier. So when you pair quartz with something, it raises the volume. It tunes it in. It helps you to manifest things. And when you manifest it, you visualize it. You see what you want. You see what the outcome is. You can picture the steps that you have to take to get there, but you're manifesting it. And it also helps you with your intuitive self. So what you're seeing, what you're feeling, what you're knowing, seeing the energies or feeling the energies around you. That's what clear quartz does. It also helps to cleanse your chakras by clearing out stagnant energy, enabling you to open up to higher consciousness. So if your windshield is dirty and you spritz it with water, but you don't use any windshield wipers, you still have a dirty windshield. Clear quartz is that spritzing of the water and the windshield wipers going across and clearing the windshield, so now that you have clearer vision. So it's getting rid of stagnant energy that's around you that is muddying up your vision. It enables you to open up to your higher self, to your consciousness. Again, your intuition. It's almost like that light switch that turns everything on and amplifies it, that volume knob on the amplifier. Another stone you could use is Herkimer diamonds. And those are used to attune yourself to you and to your surroundings. Have you ever walked into a place and you thought, boy, this just doesn't feel right? That's your energy saying this isn't where you need to be. You're attuned, you're tuning into the energies that are around you that let you know this is where you should be or this is where you shouldn't be. So when you're attuning, it's that balance, how I'm connecting with the world around me. It helps to clear the mind of unconscious fears that enables full relaxation. When you go to sleep at night, does your mind go a million miles a minute? Is it hard to shut the mind off and you can't get to full relaxation? Maybe have Herkimer diamond under your bed pillow or do a meditation before you go to sleep with this. And with that, it's also very effective in dream work. If you want to have a better understanding of your dreams, if you are wanting to do astral travel, if you want visitations from your loved ones on the other side or your guides, doing a meditation, holding a Herkimer diamond, setting that intention. Come before me. Let me see you. Come walk with me in my dreams and help me to not miss it. Help me to understand it. Then we look at angel aura quartz. And this stone is used to cleanse the heart. We've got all these chakras, and the heart chakra, that is the place of love. So if you are dealing with emotional situations, it affects the heart. These could be happy situations as well. Maybe you're overjoyed and bouncing off the walls. So angel aura quartz helps you to align that chakra, helps you to cleanse and heal that heart chakra. It has that ability to allow you to begin on a path of healing and growth. So when we go through something, we want to heal from it. We're more apt to push it down and avoid it instead of walking through it. Angel aura quartz can help you to walk through that, awaken the spiritual abilities, enhance your intuition, allow you to heal and grow personally. And meditating with angel aura quartz is believed to facilitate, guess what? The angelic realm and you. This is the goal, to manifest what you are looking to achieve. So if you're holding angel aura quartz and you're connecting to the angelic realm, you're asking for help and for guidance and for vision and better intuition and to know the path that I need to be on today. Maybe not the path that I'm on tomorrow, but the path that I'm on today. And then we can look at peacock ore. And that's been used for a long time by shamans and energy workers to remove energetic blocks. It offers transformative energies to move around in the body, to be placed where it needs to, so that we can find our purpose. And I get caught up sometimes in thinking, what is my life purpose? And then I think to myself, I just need to think about what my purpose is for today. My life purpose for me is to help heal the world one person at a time. I just have to figure out how to do that. So if your energy is stagnant from past experiences, peacock ore can help change that feeling. And when you think about a peacock and their beautiful feathers, the center, that like teardrop part of the peacock feather, that's known to, it's a symbol of third eye awakening and opening. Rainbow quartz is another stone that you can use. It helps align the chakras. See what the common theme here is? Chakras, healing, openness, alignment, personal journeys, healing wounds, boosting your energy. How many of you need an energy boost? You go to work and you're just exhausted at the end of the day. Maybe there's a lot of negative energy in the people that are around you. Holding rainbow quartz or having that with you, meditating with it, can help to boost your energy. And it places this shield of light around you. So if you do work in a and I always think about, and I know I shouldn't say it this way, but I always think about like prison guards or counselors that have to deal with tragic situations, hospice nurses, teachers, any person that deals with a lot of people where the situation can change very quickly and it can affect your mind, body, and spirit. Because of that, your heart goes out to them. So if you have rainbow quartz on your desk or you wear it, you can actually call in this shield of energy and this shield of light that's around you. When I first opened up to spirit, one of the teachers that I had, they always talk about this bubble of protection that's around you. She always visualized that she was on a clear elevator and she could decide if she wanted the doors to open or not open because she could see through the elevator doors. So this rainbow quartz enables you to put this protection that's around you. These are all stones that are so similar that, when you're talking about Archangel Raziel and they say that the colors of the wings are kind of like a rainbow, well, you've got rainbow quartz, and we have peacock ore, which has this beautiful purple and black glistening, aura quartz, which is, it has a different, sometimes it's like a pinkish color, sometimes it's a bluish color. Just aura quartz. What was the other one? Herkimer diamonds. That will tend to have different colors as well. And then malachite is green. That's that heart chakra again. So these are just some stones that you can use. Sometimes it helps to have something in your hand. There's a lot of times, and I don't have my tower here. I did a gallery reading last night and I took the tower with me and I had it in my pocket. But sometimes it helps to have a stone. I do have this stone here. To just, and this is citrine, to just kind of have while you're meditating. So it gives you something to focus on and an energy to focus on, an intention to focus on, so that your outcome is what you're looking for. You're in your sacred space, you're meditating. What kind of scents do you want around you? I always burn incense because I like that scent. It just kind of, I always have frankincense around me, or I'm burning some type of incense. They say that the flower essence of Angelica helps you expand your mind, allowing for new new perspective to come in during chaotic times. So it gives you that pause, that break for a minute, so that you can see another perspective. You can take a step back. Maybe when we were talking about like spirit animals, the eagle, you have that eagle eye look where you can see all the things that are around you. Maybe it helps you to decide to let go of something. Maybe it helps you to figure something out, but it's a deeper perspective and a different perspective from what you had. You can also use incense that is jasmine or rose or pines, and they're great to have in your sacred space to connect to healing angels. And when you think about jasmine and rose and pine scents, they're all grounding scents. The rose, it grows from the ground, and jasmine and pine, you think about the pine tree and how it smells, but it's attracting your healing angels. It's allowing the mind to relax so that you can meditate and connect and visualize with your third eye, that you can see, feel, and hear the direction of your heart, the direction of your spirit, the direction of your energy. And even if that direction changes, intuitively you're doing what you feel is best at this particular time for the good of yourself and the good of others around you. So the thought of Archangel Raziel being the angel of mysteries and holding the secrets of the divine makes for a very interesting archangel. You know, regardless of your faith, your religion, we all have interest in the unknown. There used to be a commercial on years ago, if you want to get someone's attention, whisper. You see somebody whispering or talking softly or putting their hand over their face while they're talking to somebody else. All of a sudden we're intrigued. It's human nature to be curious about things that we don't know, to grow our wisdom, to grow knowledge. I mean, it intrigues me. Even the most skeptical person wants to know what you know. I mean, I have clients that come into readings and they'll bring someone with them. And the person that they brought with them, they brought them just to make sure that I didn't like pull the wool over their eyes. And it's always so interesting to me when that skeptic all of a sudden understands that their loved one is in the room with us because I've told them something that I didn't know, couldn't have possibly known. And it's that eye-opening aha moment. So Archangel Raziel helps you with that aha moment by giving you the wisdom and the knowledge of the things that we do, the things that intrigue us. So, good place to pause. We're going to take a break for a minute. Like, share, subscribe, and I will be waiting for you on the other side.
Dr. RC will share extraordinary resources and services that promote educational success, as well as making a difference in the lives of all social workers, as well as the lives of children, adolescents, and teens of today. She will have open discussions addressing many of the issues that we face about our youth and how being employed in the uniquely skilled profession of social work for over 18 years has taught invaluable lessons through her personal experiences. She will also provide real-life facts, examples, and personal stories that will confirm that why serving as a child advocate is extremely beneficial when addressing the needs of the whole child. Listen live to Dare to Soar, Saturdays, 10 a.m. Eastern on the BBM Global Network, and tune in radio as Dr. RC will provide thought-provoking information that will empower, encourage, and strengthen students, families, and communities across our nation. You can also visit her at soarwithkatie.com. Author, radio show host, and coach John M. Hawkins reveals strategies to help gain perspective, build confidence, find clarity, achieve goals. John M. Hawkins' new book, Coached to Greatness, Unlock Your Full Potential with Limitless Growth, published by iUniverse. Hawkins reveals strategies to help readers accomplish more. He believes the book can coach them to greatness. Hawkins says that the best athletes get to the top of their sport with the help of coaches, mentors, and others. He shares guidance that helps readers reflect on what motivates them, rediscover and assess their core values, philosophies, and competencies, find settings that allow them to be the most productive, and track their progress towards accomplishing goals. Listen to John Hawkins' My Strategy, Saturdays, 1 p.m. Eastern on the BBM Global Network and TuneIn Radio.
Welcome back to Connecting to Spirit. Tonight, we're talking about Archangel Raziel and all the mysteries and the knowledge and the clarity that you can gain by working and connecting with Archangel Raziel. So before the break, we were talking about our human nature and how curious we are to know secrets or things that we don't necessarily know. And I thought, boy, this was a good place to put a break because we took a break when we were talking about secrets. So Raziel can help understanding the mysteries of the world, of universal law, the law of attraction, even if it changes. We don't always necessarily need to know the things right now. We don't necessarily need to have it all figured out right at this moment. But if we can have the understanding and acknowledge that, you know what? I don't really need to understand this right now. I just need to know that I am well protected and that I am guided and that the universe has my back. So Raziel can help you to find clarity during confusion. It piques my interest so much because there's times when I get overwhelmed with things and I get confused with things and everything just seems kind of up in the air or, flying by and I've got all this stuff to do. If I would just stop for a moment, I like to make a list and call Archangel Raziel in to help me to have clarity on what's the most important thing to do first. Now, I'm not of the belief that before I make any decision ever that I have to consult with my guides and my angels and spirit animals, because I feel as a human, I've learned and I can make those decisions. However, if it's a big decision, if I'm feeling overwhelmed, if I need clarity, I have helpers on the other side that are right here with me, waiting for an invitation. So don't you agree? It's interesting. I would love to know what your thoughts are on this. You can email me at connectingtospiritwithstacy@gmail.com. So when you think about setting an intention is here's my goal, here's how I'm visualizing it. And when you set your intention, you can manifest the positives, but you can also manifest where your mind is. So if you're setting an intention of something, but in your mind you're thinking, these never work for me, I can never set intentions, I visualize stuff and it never comes to fruition, what you're manifesting is your plan B. So setting your intention for clarity, when you want direction, when you feel stuck, ask, show me the direction that I need to be in. Help me to understand where I am and where I'm going. And if I miss it or I don't understand it, show me again. And they will. And when you see it and you recognize it, you'll go, oh my gosh, there it is. I understand now. Thank you for showing that to me. Continue to show me. Continue to lead me in this earthly school so that I can do what is best for the divine and I can do what is best for myself and for those involved in the situation. So if you're feeling stuck, you can say those quick little words that I just said, or you can say out loud or to yourself, Archangel Raziel, I'm turning to you for wisdom and enlightenment. Show me. I need help. Help me to see with clarity. Guide me to figure out what my life purpose is or what the purpose is of this situation. I thank you for your wisdom and your support. If you are in a spiritual growth spurt, you can say, I turn to you and to your deep knowledge, your knowledge of the universe and of all the secrets that are held. I wish to be one with my soul, my spirit, my energy, my higher self, and connect with the divine. I ask you to help me on this journey. Open my energy to understanding, to guidance, to enlightenment. It's like, turn on that light switch for me, can you? If you are in a creative slump, if you are an artist or a musician or a writer, you can use similar words and say, help me in the creative process as you're working through this. And meditations don't always just come. Intentions don't always just come. It's constantly using that as a mantra. So if you were going to do a meditation, and this is just a for instance, there are all types of meditations on YouTube. There's downloads that are out there that are available. Find one that is comfortable for you. There's times I turn on a guided meditation, I hear somebody's voice and I'm like, ooh, not tonight. But there's meditations to align your chakras, to connect with your loved ones on the other side, to connect to your archangels, or just put some meditation music on, have some stones around you, and sit in a space where you're not going to be disturbed. Someplace where you find peace from the chaos. It's important for you to relax and to feel safe before setting the meditation. And when I say safe, if someone in your family doesn't agree with what you do and you're meditating, but in your mind you're afraid that they might come home, go somewhere and meditate, maybe out in the woods or out by a bonfire. Find a place that you're comfortable with that. Allow yourself to truly open up to the universe. Make sure you're somewhere that you're not going to be disturbed. I do shower meditations all the time. I'm hearing the water. I'm feeling it rushing over me. It's washing off the, gunk from yesterday, all the energies that I picked up that are stagnant, and it's refreshing. And I visualize that like the water coming in is this white light that is giving my energy a cleansing. So you can sit down on the floor or lay down on the floor. I like to light a candle. You can light a light candle. You can light a blue candle. You can, with Archangel Raziel, you can really use any color candle because he's the colors of the rainbow. That's how he glistens. And the candle represents Archangel Raziel's ability to light up the world around you with him, to bring light to the places where you feel there's darkness. Confusion is darkness. As you watch the flame, so this would be a meditation where your eyes are not closed. You're watching the flame. Just take 2 fingers and put it over your third eye. I like to tap it on my forehead. So this is on your forehead between your eyebrows. And you're going to turn your attention to breathing. And you're going to visualize your breath coming in through your third eye. And it's exhaling out through your third eye. And you're inhaling deeply and you're taking this energy in. And then you want to concentrate on taking in the energy of the flame. And this flame is this light that's going to give you vision. When you feel centered, when you feel connected to this light in the flame, visualize your third eye, keeping your fingers on your third eye, that you have this light at the third eye as well. And this flame light is now connected with the candlelight. And you're visualizing this energetic flow of energy. And when you feel ready, ask for Archangel Raziel to reveal himself to you. Ask him to provide you with wisdom and enlightenment. If there's a particular question that you have or a situation that you're dealing with, now's the time to ask. Help me, help me figure out what to do about so-and-so and such, whatever the situation is. Give me your guidance in this situation. My heart is breaking, but I know I need to be strong. Show me where I need to go. When you are sitting and you are acknowledging Raziel and you're acknowledging the light in the candle and you're acknowledging the light in the third eye and it's all connecting, you want to listen to the wisdom that is given to you through the flow of the candle and your third eye. You may visualize something. You may hear something. You may just automatically go, oh my gosh, now I know I have the answer to this. After I meditate, especially if there's a situation going on, I like to pick up a piece of paper and a pencil and journal. And when I'm journaling, especially if I'm using flame meditation, I will continue to look at that flame and visualize my third eye flame. And I will just write without even looking at the page, without worrying about grammar, punctuation. Some people call this automatic writing. I just call it meditation writing. It's my messages that I'm receiving from the guidance of the higher realm. Now know that meditation does take time. So if you don't connect the first time, don't worry about it. Raziel can wait. You know, you can try again and continue to try again. It'll become easier. So don't give up. You'll be able to connect in time. And then if something happens that all of a sudden you lose the access to connect, try again. Something was in your mind. You weren't fully connected. So we're going to take a quick break. And when we get back, we're going to talk a little bit more about Archangel Raziel. But wait for me on the other side and I will see you in a few minutes.
Are you struggling to care for elderly parents or a spouse? Do you wonder if being a caregiver is making you sick? Are you worried about taking time off work to care for elderly parents and balance work, life, and caregiving? Has caregiving become exhausting and emotionally draining? Are you an aging adult who wants to remain independent, but you're not sure how? I'm Pamela D. Wilson. Join me for the Caring Generation radio show for caregivers and aging adults, Wednesday evenings, 6 Pacific, 7 Mountain, 8 Central, and 9 Eastern, where I answer these questions and share tips for managing stress, family relationships, health, well-being, and more. Podcasts and transcripts of The Caring Generation are on my website, PamelaDWilson.com, plus my caregiving library, online caregiver support programs, and programs for corporations interested in supporting working caregivers. Help, hope, and support for caregivers is here on The Caring Generation and PamelaDWilson.com.
Dr. RC will share extraordinary resources and services that promote educational success, as well as making a difference in the lives of all social workers, as well as the lives of children, adolescents, and teens of today. She will have open discussions addressing many of the issues that we face about our youth and how being employed in the uniquely skilled profession of social work for over 18 years has taught invaluable lessons through her personal experiences. She will also provide real-life facts, examples, and personal stories that will confirm that why serving as a child advocate is extremely beneficial when addressing the needs of the whole child. Listen live to Dare to Soar, Saturdays 10 a.m. Eastern on the BBM Global Network, and tune in radio as Dr. RC will provide thought-provoking information that will empower, encourage, and strengthen students, families, and communities across our nation. You can also visit her at soarwithkatie.com.
Welcome back to Connecting to Spirit. Thank you for joining me tonight. We have been diving down deep into Archangel Raziel, but over the past couple weeks, we've been talking about some of the other archangels and spirit animals and the angelic realm. And tonight we were talking about Archangel Raziel and how Raziel holds the secrets to the spiritual realm. So when I do a meditation before I do a reading, I call in my archangels. I call in Archangel Michael. And I'm usually saging as I'm doing this, so if my hands are going, this is the motion that I'm doing. But I'm calling in Archangel Michael for protection. I call on Archangel Gabriel to give me the words to say. I call in Archangel Raphael for the healing that the sitter needs to receive. And then I call in Archangel Metatron and Raziel to open up the books of heaven, the secrets of heaven, so that I will know what I would not normally know. Give me the words so that this person will understand these moments in time. So when you think about having access to an archangel who can help you to have clarity and a better understanding while you're on your spiritual path, to help you to know things that you didn't know before because you've never experienced it before. Like I said, to me, it's so intriguing and it makes so much sense that we would have this tour guide. And I can't think of another way to say it, but he's the dictionary of the spiritual realm. He's the holder of the maps and has the key to open up the knowledge of different things. So when I'm thinking about Raziel and the different stones that you can use and the different for instances that I went through during my enlightenment and my continued enlightenment, I feel as though connecting with Archangel Raziel will connect you not just to the spirit realm better, but also to yourself. You know, I'm a big believer in past lives and the Akashic records and, our charts and things like that. And I've had a past life regression done a couple times. And it gave me the knowledge of a phobia that I had here on this earthly planet in this lifetime. So if I have this phobia and I have the ability to connect energetically to someone who can help me to understand it and have clarity, to me, that's intriguing. That's interesting. That's a great tool to have in my toolbox. We use meditation so much, or I do anyway, but I'm not always meditating to connect to specific archangels. I will call them in, I invite them in, and sometimes I'll say, whoever needs to be here, I show up. I never like to put it in a box. I don't just want to say, I only need Archangel Michael for protection. I want whichever archangel needs to come in to give me the wisdom and the knowledge to help me in the direction that I'm going in, to help me to know the path that I'm on, so that I can be a better version of myself for others, and to help the progression of healing, not just for myself, but of others and for the universe. Does that make sense? I think it does. Because I think basically we're put on this earth to help heal others and to live a full and loving life. And accessing these archangels gives you the ability on your spiritual path to aid you and help you in living the life you love and loving the life you live. I mean, if you're not, you need to change that. Why live a miserable life? Why be unhappy? It's finding the blessings in the chaos. I was listening to a podcast earlier where the guest speaker was talking about, no matter what the situation is, you have to find gratefulness. So what he was saying is, if you cut your finger really badly and it hurts and it's a negative thing, but then you turn that around and say, I'm so grateful that I have this finger. And what would I be without this finger? So it's totally turning things around. And I feel like the archangel can help you with that as well. So I hope you gained some better knowledge of Archangel Raziel. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to talk about next week, but I will be posting that. But I thank you all so very much for connecting with me tonight. And you can connect on the podcast next week, Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Bold Brave Media, on Spotify, and other streaming platforms. But be sure to like, share, and subscribe so that you don't miss the episodes of Connecting to Spirit. And I am eventually, and I'm not sure if it's going to be next week or the following week, I want to do some call-in shows where we do some angel card readings, since we've been talking about the angels. So until then, until we meet again next week, I hope you have a wonderfully angelic, connected week. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.
This has been Connecting to Spirit with Stacey. Tune in each week as Stacey delves into the journey of life, healing, and spiritual connection, inviting listeners to open their hearts, clear their minds, and create the life they love. right here Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern on the Bold Brave TV network, powered by B2 Studios.